And hello again, my beauties and beasts, and those in between. This is Laura's Life on In, coming back at you with SwallowYourTruth podcast. We meet again. So I did promise you that I'm going to be more frequent, so I got to live up to my best word. And once I say something, I gotta do it, okay? Because I gotta commit. Otherwise, we're gonna get into some stuff today. First off deck, in queue. Amazing stuff is happening between now and the year and the first of the year. I cannot believe that we are 5 weeks away. Yes, actually there's 5 weeks in December away until December 31st, until 2026. I thought it was 3 weeks ago when I last recorded this, but whoops, I missed 2 weeks. So we're actually literally, December has 5 weeks this year. So we're 5 weeks away until the end of 2025, the prime number that it is. I know I'm kind of weird like that. Like every time I know I always went up and then come back. So every time like I put gas, or when I used to put gas, in my car or whatever, in my mom's car, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter what kind of car it is. Point is, every time I put gas, I either have to end it either a 0 or a 5, right? And the time that before I left the States, my car took about maybe, because it was I would say I would never let it get to where it's like the point of the quarter past, like quarter like left tank. I would always like fill it up when it's quarter past. This way I can see me. And it always equal to 25. So I always end the gas pump at a 0 or a 5. And 2025 just happens to be in like a prime number. It has nothing to do with what gas. I'm just trying to say, like, 2025 is ending. Let's get into it, like the significance of it all. And what are we doing to get ready to usher in the new year? Right? As always, I'm always eating and doing something, because again, I can't have silence. And I feel like I'm just talking the pitfall of like the abyss, right? So I'm eating and I'm like cooking at the same time. So that said, I thought time was running out, but it is time. It is running out. But we have 5 weeks to make those amazing resolutions, oh my god, I'm gonna lose weight, oh my god, I make more money. It's always either money or losing weight, and I'm pretty sure I spoke about this before. It's never nothing like much more challenging than that, to live outside your comfort zone, or to try different food, or the majority of resolutions are to make more money and to lose weight. I'm not knocking them down, I'm not throwing any shade, but I'm just saying, what happens after that? Right? What happens after you reach the threshold after that? Can you level up past that? Right? Can you challenge yourself to the next obstacle, and past that, right? So I'm gonna get into it. Thanksgiving was great. Better than last year, to be honest with you. Because I did mention to you all that, like, my mom was going through a terrible situation where her ex-husband just decided up and left to Florida. Okay, and but now it's better. She's in a better place. She's secure. She's she's moved. Whatever. So, damn. And this is what brings me also thoughts about Thanksgiving and the holidays too as well. I just spoke to you about. I'm not into the commercialization that comes with the holidays. I'm all about just getting together, fun, memories and memories. And I also said this in the last episode that I would just like to do just better. I want to just create better memories just going forward. Like, I want to just be somewhere else for the holidays other than the States, because I'm bored. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to lie. I'm bored. That's why I moved out, because I'm just like, hello, there's a whole round, situation full of countries that are cool to travel to and experience different cultures and traditions, and that are now also navigating around Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? And whatever. I'm not saying do as I do, but if you do it, just do it. Like, there are people who are living who are expats. I guess I'm an expat, not expert. I'm an expert at certain things, but not an expat. I mean, I am expat. God, these words. English is the most difficult language to learn. Anyway, various reasons. So, they're expats are just living out their best dreams and their best lives, and just embracing the culture and traditions around wherever they live, outside the state. Why can't you do it? What's holding you back? Right? That's number one. I already spoke about that. All right, so another part of this house cleaning, number two to-do list. I'm telling y'all, like, I will be putting out more episodes more frequently, the more topics and things, and that just make us us, right? Make us human beings. Like, what defines us as human beings, right? So I'm so excited. I finally, literally, it took me forever to be on a self schedule, but I know you guys like it. You guys enjoy it, so I can see the metrics and the analytics. I enjoy giving guys, I don't know, whatever you guys enjoy to listen to about. So I'm going to give you more, right? And so for all my vegans out there, we can talk about things, okay? I don't know yet. I'm gonna call it, but we're gonna get together on a day. I will also give you guys a chance to put a poll up. To answer to a poll to see if you guys want to go live, which day works best for you. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's gonna be up anyway. The live version, as a recorded version. Excuse me. Once we finish the session, but I would like to start going live. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try and tame that down before the end of the year. But then if it doesn't, if that doesn't manifest, I hope it will. Then definitely for sure, beginning Jan of 2026, we'll get into it. Now, so yeah, Thanksgiving. I want to know how your Thanksgiving was. And by the way, you guys, I'm on YouTube. Yes, follow me if you want to. Same channel name, same channel name. Yeah, come like, subscribe, make me a follow. I'm gonna start giving away some stuff very soon too. What, y'all want merch? I know you do. Who doesn't want free merch? And free swag. So yeah, there's just a lot of exciting things that I'm going to do with this thing. That's number two, right? So what I spoke about the house cleaning rules, whatever to do, responsibilities and to-do list. Number three, yes, guests will be coming on. We will be talking to people, not just like into the abyss, as I always say. Yeah, interesting people from all walks of life. And I'm working that out in the background, on the back behind the scenes. And I'm gonna give you guys what you want, Um, yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have a good time. This is just have to have a good time, to be honest with you. Like, let's have a good time. The reason why I created was just like, hey, I just want to meet people like anything I always do, right? In my life, I just want to meet people. I want to know your story. How did you get here? What's going on in your life? Like, how you dealing with this and this and this and this. And instead, I did also reach out to one of my friends, and first it was cool. He was cool with it. He literally was like, no, like shut it down real quick. I don't know his reason. I'm not gonna push it. I'm not that person. But it's okay. No big deal, right? Um it's kind of weird because we speak about this stuff all the time via text. Like he has no problem like being open with me. And like I'm a vault. I always say I'm a vault. I'm like literally Fort Knox. You tell me something, it's gonna stay with me. But I don't know. Maybe it's camera shy. I don't know. I don't know. There was never a reason, and at this point, I have to just like let it go. Usually, I need a reason, like as to why. But why? Why don't you? I have to let it go. Um. That said, I know one of the comments, or maybe like I got an inquiry of how my other friend and I got started. The one I told you that we kind of like had a tiff for like 7 years. We actually met on Match.com, and it was cool. I wasn't going on there to meet people. I know people are like, what do you mean? You're going on Match, going on a dating site, you know what I mean? No, I was actually going there to meet friends, to be honest with you. And I met a lot of friends, and I made a lot of friends. And though they didn't turn out to be like, relationships, friendships happened, right? We met. I was in love with these dogs. It's a German Shepherd, and I love German Shepherds. I love big dogs. And I messaged him, and I was like, hey, da 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 da. That said, you know, like whatever. Went out to dinner. It was cool. But then nothing really manifested from there. Like, again, like my only mission was just to meet friends. Um, have I ever been in a relationship through dating sites? I have, and that went south real quick because not south. It was actually cool. It was a cool place, but I also realized that I was never like he was never going to progress. Makes sense, right? So here I am with the same intention. Well, okay, with different intention. But I already told him, like, what my intention was just to meet friends, and you never go up there or just like, I want to date, I need a freaking husband. Maybe that's some people's objective. That was just never mine. I'm being truthfully honest with you. My profile was very vague, just kind of like it wasn't like, oh my god, I am looking for 6 foot, like, no, I am just looking for like, are you a good person? Can we hang? Are you grown up? Are you mature? Like, damn. Like, what the fuck? Like, like, it's just the basics. I'm looking for that the transmission works, right? I don't reference. Like, I'm not looking for that new car smell. I mean, I do love it. It's kind of addicting. I get it. But I'm just looking, the transmission works, the motor works, the brakes work, the seat belt works. Just, are you a good person? Are you present? And are you real? Are you real? Are you mature? Are you what you present yourself to be online? Let's get into it. Yes, online dating. So it was lovely. Had fun. And yeah, fun. Like, like we would go places and travel places and stuff like that. And like, you come pick me up and go to Jersey Shore and this and the third. Oh my God. Hang out with the friends. But at the end of the day, like, I just knew like it was going to be like, there was always going to be like that road, do that damn well you never travel to because like it's never finished, right? So you're gonna end up like hitting the brakes so hard because there's no road to the cross to the other end, right? So there's no progression. That's the point I'm trying to make. There's no progression. Like everything, what he was genuine, he was cool, like he was real, he was authentic, he was nice, compassionate. But I just knew like we were never ever going to progress any further other than like, our 2-year mark. I know, 2 years. Why go into it? Why stay into it? I don't know. It was fun. And at the time I was young and stupid, right? So it's a thrill of it. I want to get away from the weekend. Um, but then your like reality just kind of hits, you know? And when it hits, you have to listen to it. So, and I've said this before, you should never beg, convince, or chase. Ever. Never. Ever. Whether it be a male or female. I mean, sometimes it works. It really does. Sometimes it doesn't. But things should always come like organically and genuinely without the push and pull, right? But then, maybe the push and pull is what makes you grow up, or makes you realize more about yourself or other people, or I don't know, maybe, I don't know. There's a bargaining chip where you have to kind of put into that kind of sequence, right? Yeah. And I'm going to tie this into Thanksgiving because I always tangent and then I go into it. But yeah, I knew. Like you just know, like it's the end, right? The end, the dead end. Like you got to stop and like not continue. I never cried over it. That's the other thing too. I'm sorry, I'm lying. I did. I cried for like an hour over it because I was just like, huh? But then when I was crying, I was like, but why am I crying? Like, what's the real reason I'm crying for? Is it because I already knew it was over? Or because or like, this is not how I expected to end? It was a mixture of emotions. But then that same exact day, I was like, you know what? Baby girl, you got this. You're going to go home, okay? Because I was at work. You're going to go home. We didn't work together, but I'm just saying. It was over the phone, by the way, when we broke up. You're going to go home. You're going to take another shower. You're going to pick up a cute little funky outfit, get yourself together, and you're going to take yourself out. And exactly what I did. And then the bartender was like, oh my God, what's a cute girl like you doing? And I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm not in, like, we're not, like, dude, I'm just trying to go out by myself and enjoy a solo night out and understand that I'm going to be okay. It's not the first, nor the last, and I'm not the first nor the last. And you know what? At some point, things will make sense. And you realize why. Right? So, that's exactly what I did. Now, come back to Thanksgiving. We had this conversation all about, I love tomatoes. We had this conversation about fantasy men. And, excuse me, all the women were just talking about like fantasy men. Oh my God, this and third. And I think I've also mentioned this before in a previous episode. Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and Flavor. But I'm going to remix that. I'm going to put Flavor, not Flavor Flav. Flavor is a West African singer. Look him up because he's be juicy. And then it'll be Drake, or it'll be Kendrick, or it'll be Lamar. One of the two. It'll be the top three. I'll keep that freaking beef going. Anyway, it's a fantasy, right? Fantasy. So my fantasy was that this was going to be my relationship, right? Because we're from the same community, we're on the same continent, we're just like, I've said this before, I know I have, but obviously it didn't mash out. Reality was, it was never going to work out. Our timing was always going to end. There's an ending for everything. There's always, for good reasons, for bad reasons, for whatever reasons, for questionable reasons. things have to end in order for other things to begin. Birth and rebirth, death. Right? Now the point is, the conversation was fun. It was lighthearted because of the simple fact that people were talking about their fantasies and, oh my God, Shuzi, oh my God, Denzel Washington, oh my God, like, right? But I know for a fact, obviously, I will never, ever, never, ever be with Drake or Kendrick or a Flavor, right? But the tying together of this whole thing is that sometimes people just live in a fantasy way too longer than expected and don't realize the reality that it's going to end or things might change, right? Because that's why people saying like marriages that don't work, like you know it's not working out, you can see it's not working out, right? You can feel it's not working out. But yet, like, why do you stay in it? Right? Why do you stay in it? Like, why? Why are you putting yourself through this torture of staying in something? The same thing goes for a job, right? Like, oh my God, I have this great job, quote unquote. Yay. But you know damn well it's not working out. You're unhappy. Yeah, okay, fine. You get like amazing pay. Sure, you have like amazing happy hours. But why are you staying in it? What's the real reason, right? Because you're living this fantasy that everything one day within 35 years or whatever the hell is going to work out, right? It's not that 35 years you wasted is gone and you will never get it back until one day you have an aha moment. And then you're like, I should change jobs or I should change careers. I should work for myself. I should have my own business, right? Hey, I should leave this relationship that's not working out for me, right? One of my friend's sister has been in a relationship for 22 years. She wants to get married, has expressed it several times that she wants to get married. She wants the whole thing. But he's not going to pull the trigger. 22 years. But then again, like, I'm that person. Why would you get married? Like, why would you break something that's not broken, right? Or would you fix something that's not broken? Am I happy? Am I throwing shade? No, I'm just giving you an example, right? Like, what is there? Like, what fantasy is she holding on to that he's gonna like? You mean after 22 years, he's already got you locked down plus 2 kids. Like, you get 2 dogs. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, you're already a household. Yeah, fantasy versus reality. This is also why I'm trying to tell y'all that in this 5 weeks leading up to 2026, what fantasy are you telling yourself that you know damn well you've been telling yourself for the X amount of years, you know damn well will not become a reality, right? So the mind has to accept what you tell it, and the mind has to accept what you feed it. The mind has to accept what you feed it. Did I say that word already? All right, give it, tell it, feed it, show it. There's all this stuff, right? So your reality, people's reality right now is exactly what their fantasy was supposed to be, but then it just kind of but sometimes people's realities are really awesome. Like, people like living in mansions, like, they made good for themselves in society and whatever. I'm not knocking that down. I'm not throwing any shade because, like, by all means, like I just told you, your mind doesn't know the reality between fantasy and reality. It doesn't know. It doesn't know whether, like, you think you're unhealthy or you are unhealthy or you're not unhealthy or you're healthy. It just your mind shifts to whatever you tell it to do, right? Your mind shifts to whatever you feed it. And I just said that, I'm going to repeat it again, right? So if you're constantly telling your mind lies about what you think you're going to do, it's going to feed you. It's going to marinate all that. And then next year, or whatever goal you give yourself, 6 months or 4 months or 3 months, and you're not doing the work, you're still, you're in a different time paradigm, but then you're still in the same reality, right? Ooh. Woo, let's get into it. So right. So this is why I always say, and it's a science. It's a known fact that people do make resolutions either based on losing weight or making more money. But what have you done from the beginning of the year or that day one of that feeding your mind of that, like, seed to get to that point, right? We see people now, like, you're reading in freaking Forbes or these, like, online magazines and online editorials, like how they turn a side hustle into a multi-million dollar company, or the time, you know whatever. Maybe you just may not even be entrepreneurial. Like, I don't know your reality. I don't know what you expect from yourself. But again, don't go into this next new year feeding yourself the same exact lies that you've done for the past, I don't know, X amount of years, right? Because again, if I'm watching through my own eyes, right, what my situation is, who am I blaming? If I'm not happy with my situation right now, and I mean, like, right now on the day of this recording, I'm talking about this very moment, this very second, the very second you're living and breathing every single day. And constant, like, oh my God, I want to change. Oh my God, but this. Oh my God, I want money, but this and this is this. Oh my God, but this and this. But so now you're telling your mind that you want something, but then also you're creating a restriction at the same time. So how is your mind supposed to know what's true or not? And how can it help you shift to, like, to get the next point, right? Because you're coming out of the floodgates, like, yeah, like, all shots fired. But then, you're like, well, but look at that small little speed bump, but who created that? Just focus on what you want, right? Because again, I just told you, your mind does not know between reality and fantasy. It doesn't know what's true or not. Right? It doesn't know fake versus real. It doesn't know, so it doesn't know if you're, going through weight issues or not. Like, it's whatever you feed it. right? It's where you feed it. And I will never shade people for being comfortable. That's you, all about you. You're fine. You're good. But I'm always like, man, imagine like if you actually asked more of yourself and you actually delivered. What? Like imagine, yeah, if asked more of yourself and you actually delivered, and then you actually shocked yourself. My friend that I told you about, don't again. I don't know. I can't. I don't want to exploit his name because he's very precious. He's yeah. So let's just call. Let's just refer to him as. I don't know. I'll have to figure out the name, but I can't go into it because I just don't exploit him. Like he's in the industry, and it doesn't matter. He's precious to me. I can't. I'm not. And the point is for me sharing this story is not to exploit him. It's just to make you understand why he was worth going back as a friendship. Very intelligent. I mean, intelligent. Let's refer to him as the man. The man. The man. The man. Okay. For now. Oh, let's just call him B. 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 Yeah. B. Let's just call him B. B. Right. Very intelligent. Now, I expressed to him that I wanted to literally level up in 26, like because I told him my goals were. And I told you guys last time in the last episode, wants versus desire. Desire versus necessity, desire versus needs. Like, excuse me. And he volunteered to quote unquote mentor me, right? But in the same respect, like I'm just like he's questioning like why I'm in this industry, and I'm like, but why not? Right? Because it's something else that I want for myself, right? It's something I'm asking for myself. Right? Um that's it. Case in point. Why can I want more for myself? My hair is so dry. Um why can't you want more for yourself? You have the we have the capability to change, right? To change. We do. We don't have control about other things. I'm not I'm so over trying to be mad over things I know like I'm just that they're not part of my radar, aka can't control. But I'm in control of how I respond to things and how I go about things going forward. So I know that I want more for myself. I know that I expect more for myself. I know that I'm going to get more for myself, right? Same thing for you and you and you and you and you and you. I want you all going forward, as a message, whether you listen to this for 2 seconds or whether you share or not, whatever. I have a job. We're good. Like I'm not trying to like rely on this. In a fantasy world, oh my god, cha-ching, like whatever. But again, reality of it is, I gotta work, right? Um, it's really dry. hmm So, I want, I would request for the next 5 weeks, you know, challenge yourself, damn it. Like, yeah, why not? Can I ask that? Something so small. Whether you subscribe to me or not, literally get on board. Get on board with just being better, wanting more. What's wrong with wanting more of the pie? Don't you want more of the pie than just a little crumb? You gonna sit at the table eating a crumb? I don't think so, right? What can you do? What do you want to do? Tap into it. Go into it. Create it. Or whatever, well, it has to be created, obviously. If you plan to leave your job, because do it, start making the process now, even though the holidays are kind of slow and people don't hire during the holidays. But with the exception of, like, seasonal, but I'm trying to say, but start now with with your relationships. Mend them now or destroy them now if they no longer serve you, right? And it's going to be a tough pill to swallow, because some people are going to be pissed that they're not in your life anymore. And you know why they're going to be pissed? Because they don't have access to you. The people you get rid of are going to be pissed because they don't have access to pissing you off. Please replay that. And I realized that this year in 2025, and it started in 2024, and all this stuff happened with my mom. And I've literally said that I will not allow people who do not serve me in a positive way to have access to me. Access to me means my time, my energy, and my peace. And let me tell you something, I don't see Amazon selling peace, okay, on Black Friday or Cyber Mondays. It's not sold. It's retrieved. You have to go after it. Okay. Peace to me means, like, financial peace. Peace to me means emotional peace. Peace to me means safety of just your mental energy. How there's 24 hours a day. So here's the thing, like, I said this, but I don't sleep, right? So um it, I do sleep. Eventually you have to sleep. But I'm a proclaimed insomnia. It's 24 hours in a day, right? That means that 8 hours to 9, maybe 10, even, like when I'm grinding real hard, I'm working, right? So that's 10. I have 14 hours left. That I spend about an hour eating, because I eat slow. Judge me never. I'm a vegan. That's what it is. That's what we do. Just process food slower. Okay, that's an hour gone. So that's how many did I have? 10 hours. That's 11. So roughly 12 more hours. I can't count. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 13 more hours left. Okay, so now that means I have to, not have to, but I'm spending time with my mom. Spending time on my projects. So then there's dinner, right? So that takes another hour. Then it's like, I don't know, whatever the heck, 10 o'clock when normal people are sleeping, okay? But then this one's like, hey, let's work on our projects, because everybody's sleeping and I have peace. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock, and it doesn't matter. Point is, then I only sleep for like 4 hours, literally, if that, if the universe is kind. And one day I'm gonna sleep 8 hours and I'm gonna be like, I'm stealing time. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. But there's 24 hours in a day, so however you spend it, spend it. Oh yeah, and then I forgot, I spend an hour meditating in the morning. I spend 15 minutes praying also in the morning, and then I also spend 15 minutes praying before I go to night. Yeah, my religious, that's my routine that brings me peace, right? So either way, it's chunking away at the 24 hours that is allotted for whatever, right? And I've already told you how my hours have been allocated. But then I've also said to myself that when I create my projects, I have to also spend time with that. That includes editing. That includes just other things. Just I need to do to progress creatively as a creator. So I have to be thankful for the time that I have that is given to me or that is granted to me for peace. And that means that I have to choose very, 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 very wisely with whom enters my life. Are you bringing chaos to my life? Or are you bringing peace? Are you bringing fantasy to my life? Or are you bringing reality to my life? Are you bringing me drama? Or are you bringing me happiness? Are you bringing me, weirdness, which I love? Or, or are you bringing me, being an attention-seeking vampire, right? Or energy vampire? What are you bringing to my life? Very carefully. And I love my friends dearly, all of them. And thank the Lord Jesus, like I have the patience to have tolerated certain people, and I use that word very carefully, to tolerate, until I realized that they were no longer serving me in a positive narrative. There was one time where this lady, I can talk about her, I don't care. I'll never meet her again. Whether she comes from me or not, I'll tell her about herself. Her name was Sita, and we went out, and we had gone out before. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I told you about this, but she stole money, right, from this dude, and like I had to, she brought her phone, her wallet upstairs. I had to come circle back to the apartment complex, and the dude came downstairs with a gun against my head, y'all, because this woman that I thought was my friend stole money from him, and I had a gun, and that was and she was just laughing. She was so far out drunk, and just bonked out, where she could not realize the reality of her fantasy of stealing money and what she wanted to do with that money. Think about that real quick. She could not understand that there was a reality, there was a gun against my head of her fantasy of stealing money from a stranger who invited us to just chill out by his balcony, right? With other people. Should we have gone? No, because we're young and stupid. But literally, the police department was right a block away. So I was just like, okay, I can always run. To be honest with you, that was my thought of young and stupid. Reality. She could not understand it because she's too far gone. And so that was the time I dropped her off, and I was just like, oh no, never again am I going to hang out with this woman who is going to bring me to danger, because she cannot understand her own. She cannot differentiate between fantasy of being too inebriated and bonked out, of my reality of having a gun against my head, her friend next to me, which I'm the driver nonetheless. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with this. It's been a minute. Yeah, so we got good stuff coming through. Go into this 5 weeks, just have a plan, execute it. No holds bar. There's no time to hold. There's no time to be like, oh, maybe one day. There's no time for that. And I'm gonna there's no time for that. Right? There's no time for that. I told you guys about my friend going into a car accident, almost during Thanksgiving. So here's the thing. We're gonna be more frequent. Meaning me. I will be more frequent. We're gonna go live. Yes. Okay. Bring in some amazing co-host. Yes. I also just want to say thank you, obviously, to the States, my people from the States, Germany, Italy, UK, Canada, Russia, I see you Malaysia. I see you coming in a little bit. Kenya, I see you coming in a little bit. Japan, I see you coming in a little bit. I don't know how it's coming, but whatever message resonates with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that we just connect going forward on a deeper level. And my vegans, don't you forget, I did not forget you guys. I got you covered. So if you have something to share about your vegan story, email me. I'm sure there's an email on YouTube, I think. So yes, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Spotify, I'm on iTunes, and I'm gonna keep on going, right? Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going. So you guys seem to like what I deliver, so I'm gonna deliver some more. Okay, it's like, kind of like Amazon, but I'm not really Amazon, but like, use these last few weeks to just kind of redefine yourself, as always, as I'm always very purposeful in the way I end my messages to you guys, my sessions with you guys. The goal is always self-improvement. The goal is always to just act, and what's the word can I say? Navigate in a higher frequency than yourself, right? The whole meaning of this entire project is called Swallow Your Truth, meaning swallow your truth. Like, swallow it. Like, what is your truth? What is your reality versus fantasy, right? Because fantasy is and what fantasy is fantasy, and reality is reality. Swallow your truth. Who do you want to be? Can you be a better person? Can you be a better individual? Can you be a better friend, sister, brother, auntie, whatever, nephew, whatever the hell whoever? Can you be a better person going forward in the next 5 weeks to put you and catapult you into 2026? And this will like just make you better in your relationships, like your friendships, your work, right? Can you challenge yourself and just want more for yourself? God forbid. Oh my God, if you even succeed. Woo-wee, yes. If you succeed, imagine a year from now, things can change dramatically in epic ways. And you have no one to thank but yourself because you did it 5 weeks before 2026. Right? And don't make any excuses. But don't take any shit either. Okay? And as always, I urge you guys, in a world of chaos, first of all, stay hydrated, take care of yourself. My throat hurts. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves better today than you did yesterday. And be kind. Be kind to yourselves and others. Be kind to your parents. I know some people would be like beefing with their parents for years, but I'm just saying they're aging too, and their time of expiration is coming. You may not want to regret that moment, okay? But if it's done, it's done. That's all on you. That's your choice. I don't know your history. I don't know your story. I don't know your story. But I'm just saying, be kind to your parents who are aging because they're aging. Be kind to yourself. We're aging too, but I'm getting younger. Just kidding. I don't have the fountain of youth. I'll share it with you when I find it. But just be kind to yourselves, love yourselves. Every day, no matter what, just level up, level up, level up. And until next time, I will see you guys on Swallow Your Truth podcast. And this is your girl signing out. And happy weekend. All right. And I'll talk to you soon. Oh yeah, and happy December if I don't see you. All right. Bye.